After 3 years grueling away on YouTube, making a video almost every single day, spending countless and countless hours editing and producing and putting videos up, I finally hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. So I posted back in January on a video, just, if anybody had any questions for a Q&A, just to get to know me a little bit. I always like channels where I feel like I get to know the YouTubers over time. It just makes the, watching experience more special, I guess. I just enjoy it. I think it's one of the nice things about YouTube is it feels a little more intimate than watching like a TV show. We're real people. We're just most of us are doing this out of like a passion. So anyways, a friend of mine, Inferno Fox, who I will feature a question on this video, suggested that I do this when I hit 1,000 subs. And I thought it would be a lot of fun. So I have all the questions that I could find that people ask on videos. I'm terrible at YouTube. So if I miss somebody's question, I apologize. Ask it again in the comments and I will include it at some point later on. But a few people did ask questions, so I'm just going to kind of answer those now. We'll have a good time here. I wrote them down because I'm trying to be better at this. Plus, I would never remember these otherwise. So the first one comes from Jose Garula. I think it's how you say it. Sorry, buddy, if I'm saying it wrong. 9021. And he asked two questions. One, what is your day job? I thought about this. I don't know how much detail or back story I should go into. Basically, I'm just going to keep this one short because probably nobody cares about this as much. But for the last about year now, I'm almost at a year, I kind of finally gotten into my dream job. I am a IR tech. I'm an X-ray tech, but I work in interventional radiography. So I do special procedures. I don't know how much detail you want me to give about that. It's a job I really enjoy doing. And I feel like I make a big difference in, people's healthcare and their lives. So it's very meaningful to me. So I enjoy it a lot. That's what I do. The second question he asks is, what game or series do you want a comeback? And to be honest, there's a lot of them. I've thought about doing videos, just dedicated to this kind of topic, but I don't know if I have enough to do a whole video. So this kind of works perfect. Not that there might be other games I want more, or more deserving, but something that anytime this kind of question comes up when I'm talking to anyone on YouTube or in real life, one of the first game series that always comes to my mind is Twisted Metal. I used to love playing those games multiplayer. I mean, it was always couch co-op and, you're playing with friends. And it was just goofy, over the top, your cars and fighting each other instead of people. It was just a different, unique take, and it was certainly a lot of fun back in the day. And I think nowadays, with modern technology, obviously the internet, being able to play online, having some kind of Twisted Metal online game would be amazing, especially with more people being able to play on one map versus each other and having larger maps. I think they could do so many cool things with it. Like a lot of franchises, they could do cool things, but, if they don't see the monetary value there, it's not going to happen. But that's one of the series for sure. I would love for them to see some kind of modern twist on. I think that would be great. Okay, so the next person is DKS Retro Closet. And he asked, by the way, these questions are all from like almost 2 months ago. And I do apologize that it took me so long to make this video, but this is actually pretty quick for me to do a turnaround from when I, say I'm going to do something, I actually do it. I'm horrible at this. I work a lot of hours in that job that I told you about. And I've got 3 kids that anyways, I apologize it took so long. I hope some of you guys that asked these see this video just for fun, but there we are. So anyways, DKS Retro Closet asked, as someone who started a channel, and he was very nice after that, saying he was inspired by mine and other small channels to do it. And then he asked, the question was, what inspired me to do a YouTube channel? And I think I've touched on this before. I didn't even know video game YouTube was a thing until I started playing Breath of the Wild. And some of the shrines I got stuck on. So I went on YouTube to figure out how to solve them. And you know how YouTube works, it builds an algorithm around what you were watching. So it started recommending me other video game channels that I'd never had even thought to explore. And what I remember, one of the first ones was RGT85 and Spawn Wave, and there were like a few more, like the bigger channels. Those are the ones they start to recommend. And I started watching these guys, and I'm like, hey, I really enjoy their content, and I felt like I had something to offer in that sphere. Now, my journey through YouTube hasn't quite worked out that way. I don't do a lot of just talking videos or, sharing my thoughts stuff. I really would love to do more of those, but it's really just at this point a time constraint. And usually by the time I have the opportunity to sit down and talk about something, there's already like 30 other videos by like big YouTubers that have covered it. So what more am I going to offer, or is my voice going to mean anything? So I tend to not do them as much as I would like to get into that area of it. But I just love because I really do honestly feel a lot of video game YouTubers are authentic and sharing some aspect of the hobby that they love. And, there's always backlash for some of them that, the people that enjoy making a profit off of it, buying video games and reselling, those people get a lot of hate. Some people that are just more negative about different aspects of video game collecting, but I feel like a lot of them are just trying to warn other people and make them aware of parts of the community or the hobby that you should be, aware of or take into consideration. And then, it's just, I love video channels like Heavy Console Gamer, who's just so passionate about everything he talks about. And anytime he's even slightly negative about something, he seems very apologetic. And I love the gambit of different YouTubers that do it, the personalities, where they are at their stage in life and how they view video games. It can be very special if you watch the content for the right reason. And I like being a part of it for however small a part I am. It's great anytime I get somebody new that says that they appreciate something I did. It means a lot. It really does. I think it would mean a lot to anybody. And it's just a really good feeling to be part of that community. And I still love doing it. I wish I had more time. Who knows what will happen in the future? I'm not planning on going anywhere. But, that's kind of where I started and where I'm at now doing it. And what I feel really good about it. Okay, so the next is Inferno Fox Gaming, who's the one who inspired me to this video. He told me to do it, which was smart. And I appreciate that. I also did a video. He invited me to do a video. Little short podcast, and we had a few months ago, right? I can't tell time anymore, but that was a lot of fun. Check out his channel. So he asked, what statue or item is most valuable in your collection? Now, for statue, for sure, I could tell you it's Joker up here from Persona 5. That might be cheating, because I do collect a lot of, like, PVC figures from Ami Ami, mostly in the Persona series, but, some other ones as well. I don't know, you could kind of see what right there, Kiryu in the back, but that's like a pop-up parade, so it's even cheaper. I'm getting off topic. This might be cheating because it's a Prime 1 Studio, and it's that Polystone. So it is very big. It's a quarter scale figure. It's amazing. I love it so much. Sometimes I just like come in the game room and I'm just look at him. Just wonderful, wonderful guy over here. I don't know. I mean, just because of the statue cost more in the beginning, I couldn't imagine any other statue I own being anywhere near that. And I think I paid like a lot, like $700. And that's not even the special edition that has like the change outs for the hands and stuff. I just got I'm like, no, 700 is enough. I'll just stick with that. In terms of items, it's really hard to say. I don't keep track of the price of the games once I have them, because it's too much to do. It's got to be some video game I have. It's got to be worth the most. Either Persona 1 or 2 on the original PlayStation. I do have DemiKid's light version on the Game Boy Advanced, which is like a $600 game. It is complete in box, so that's why it's that much. I have Shantae's The Pirate's Curse on Switch. Back when Limited Run was actually doing the games as a limited run. And that used to go for a crazy ton of money, I think like $400, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it still goes for that much. I'm not going to sell it. It's part of the collection. So yeah, do I own any other games that are over 400? I don't think so. And I don't have like a lot of other collectibles that would be more expensive than that. So I'm going to go with one of the SMT Persona, like the DemiKid's game, I believe, is my most expensive. Not that it matters if I'm wrong. No, who's going to care? But I think that's it. All right, so my buddy Nate, Emperor Fox on YouTube, I love his channel. He's a great person too. You guys should watch it out. Check out his channel. He always does great pickups and stuff like that. What hobbies do you dabble in besides video games? And that's a great question because that's one way to get to know me a little bit better. Well, I have 3 kids, so my hobbies are like chauffeuring kids around, watching all their dances and baseball games and volleyball games and basketball games and making them dinner and cleaning up their dishes because my kids don't know how to turn a sink on. All that kind of stuff. They're all teenagers now, which makes me friggin' old. But, yeah, the vast majority of my time is centered around family outside of work. But I do have a few other hobbies. Nate knows this, but I don't ever really talk about it on the channel. But I do dabble, I guess, in Pokemon cards. I don't go crazy with them. Mostly just we pick them up. I pick them up with my 2 boys, and we'll open some packs together. That being said, that hobby is just broken right now, so we don't really pick up too much. My son just had his birthday, so he got a ETB for one of the older sets. I can't remember the name. They're the ones that know all the names for everything. I just open them with them. But yeah, he opened some cards in the last week or so. But yeah, we enjoy Pokemon. It's something fun to do with the boys. We played the card game with each other. But I relied on them to teach me, so I'm not entirely sure we're playing it 100% correct. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. I also, I should have taken a picture to put, maybe I'll take a picture when I'm editing, but I am getting older, guys. I enjoy plant keeping. I have an orchid collection. I like orchids a lot. I have some other plants too, like a dozen or so, but excuse me, I really enjoy orchids. I know that's probably kind of weird, but yeah, I think they're amazing plants. They're fun to take care of. They're fun to learn about. And they're easy. That's something I can do a minimal amount of time, and they don't die. And I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. So yeah, that's kind of it. I don't have time for anything else. Okay, Fem Trooper Hot Page, she asked, have your gaming preferences changed since you were a kid? And I really don't know. I'm going to say no because I still enjoy playing everything. I have favorites, of course, but I'm always willing to try stuff. I enjoy games a lot with other people. Just to, because that's one of my few opportunities to interact and, talk to other people besides, at work. So I do enjoy those, but there's not like a game genre besides RPGs that I spend more time on more than another. I guess I've been drawn recently more to beat 'em ups just because they're, kind of quicker paced and you can get through some levels and feel like you're actually accomplishing something, which is a good feeling with my limited amount of time to play games right now. So I like those, but in terms of preferences, no, like I still really enjoy putting in old Nintendo or Sega Genesis games, the same games I played as a kid. Now, obviously, my perspective on the games is different now as an adult, and I'm a lot better than I used to be, but I still enjoy playing them all the same. So no, they haven't really changed, I don't think. Besides, I'm still a kid at heart, so I'm pretty sure I haven't matured, especially if you ask my wife. So no, I enjoy all games. All right, Captain Corndog, number 4, which I love that name. What is your most anticipated game coming out this year? And this is perfect because it comes out tomorrow. I've already pre-ordered it, and I can't wait to start, but it's Expedition 33. I know there's some early reviews out already. As of, what's today's date? April 20, is it the 22nd, 23rd? It's Wednesday, whatever that is. So it comes out tomorrow. I think it looks amazing. It looks like a really dark RPG. And I like that it is turn-based, but it has other elements incorporated into it. I'm really hoping that the turn-based combat is satisfying. That would be amazing. I mean, graphically, it already looks great. I've heard the story is really good. Those things are all important, but if the combat if I don't connect with that, it's going to kind of ruin it. But right now, it's definitely my most anticipated game. I can't wait for that one. And then Captain Corndog actually asked one more question, and it was, which retro system did you spend the most time playing last year? That's an easy one. Sega Genesis by far. I love Nintendo. I love it a lot. I still play it. a decent amount. You know, regular Nintendo or Super Nintendo. I don't play 64 as much. Some of the handhelds I've been playing on the Analog Pocket, but by far, Sega Genesis. I probably play a Sega game at least once a week when I don't feel like diving into a bigger, more modern game that's going to be a lot of time. Just something quick and, you know, platform-based scroll game. It's just always a good way for me to relax and unwind and challenge myself a little bit. And I love the Genesis. So yeah, easily. I don't know how many hours. I didn't keep any stats or anything, but without a doubt, it's Sega Genesis. Okay, and then there's one more question, and I hate to end this way, but Captain Algebra, shout out to Cap. He, by the way, he live streams all the time, old retro games, and his streams are a lot of fun. There's always like, you know, I think like at least 5 or 6 people in there, and, you know, we're all just chatting, joking around the comments, and Captain will always, you know, take a break when he can in the game to like answer the comments and joke around a little bit. It's a lot of fun. Go check out his live streams when you can. It's always a good time. But anyways, this is why I don't want to end it on this. So he asked, and by the way, guys, he's a cool guy. Don't get mad at him. Why do you like RPGs? Question mark. And then he wrote, it is a terrible genre. Now, we all know Captain is wrong. You're allowed to be wrong from time to time, which is fine. So don't get mad at him for that. But here's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to answer that question because I thought about it. And I could not answer that in a short enough amount of time to fit into this video to make it, you know, work out right. So that question is going to get its own video. I would love to delve into that. I feel like that's a very good question, but it needs more of an explanation. So that's not going to be answered right now. That video will be coming out hopefully within the next 2 months. God, hopefully less. I'm really trying to get back into this. But yeah, that's really it for me. That was all the questions I got, just in case anyone else is curious. I thought of what else could I share about myself that you guys don't know. I don't know. I've gotten a lot more boring since I've gotten older. My favorite color is green. My favorite dinosaur is Pachycephalosaurus. I have a dog named Bella. She's getting super old too, man. Super old. But I don't know what else. I don't know. I hope this was fun for anybody that watched, and I appreciate all the questions, and I hope you guys stay tuned because I want to still keep having a lot of fun with YouTube. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.